Noise abatement procedures in effect. Enter downwind at 1,200 feet at the water tower 2 miles south of the airport for landing on runway 29. Rotorcraft use right traffic for runway 29. At all other times, all traffic is left traffic.
Bay Bridge Airport, automatic weather observation. 1-9er-4-9er, Zulu. Weather, wind, 180 at 6. Visibility, 10, clear. Below, 12,000. Temperature, 23 Celsius. Dew point, 12. Altimeter, 29er, 8.
Noise abatement procedures in effect.
Bay Bridge, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, radio check.
Victor Alpha, reach your line clear.
Thank you, have a great day.
Alright, quick try, might work. Whoop, they do, yeah, work.
Like a fancy helicopter.
Yeah. Alright, so it's not a Robinson, it's got 3 blades. So I forgot to ask you, did you check the NOTAMs?
I did not.
Okay, I did, and they're okay, and I checked the TFRs also, just make sure Biden's at the beach over there or something.
And Bay Bridge traffic, 270 Victor Alpha, clear, 29 Bay Bridge.
Jet engine even.
Bay Bridge traffic, 270 Victor Alpha, crossing 29 Bay Bridge.
Bay Bridge, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, taking off runway 29 Bay Bridge.
Yeah, 64 Kilo looks like he's out there on straight end, but he's a ways away still. It's okay.
Traffic, Cessna 526 Kilo is our 1.5 mile final, 429, Bay Bridge.
Obstacle ahead, pull up.
Coming traffic, helicopter 93 Golf Pop on final for 35.
Bay Bridge, Technum 15 Hotel Victor, turning crosswind for runway 29, Bay Bridge.
I took off here this morning in my mall. It was a nice cool day. And I got to 700 feet about 5 seconds after I crossed the shoreline.
About a minute.
Stafford traffic, Cardinal 19er Juliet Romeo is entering the base runway 33, full stop. Entering the downwind for runway 33, Stafford traffic.
Bay Bridge traffic, Cessna 5264 Kilo is left crosswind 29. Bay Bridge.
Right pattern, working on power.
You know what I did? I ran off and didn't bring those goggles. Shit. Sorry. You should be able to fit those over your sunglasses too.
I thought that too.
I'm sorry, I just...
And Bay Bridge traffic, Cessna 5264 Kilo left downwind 29 over the water tower, Bay Bridge.
Cardinal 19er Juliet Romeo turning base runway 33, Stafford traffic. Stafford traffic, Cardinal 19er Juliet Romeo is on final runway 33, Stafford traffic.
Summit Grumman 9498 Lima, inbound for 3 to the west.
Summit traffic, helicopter 93 Golf Papa on a right downwind for 35, Summit.
Bay Bridge traffic, Cessna 5264 Kilo left base for 29, Bay Bridge.
Summit Grumman 9498 Lima, entering downwind for 35 Summit.
Summit traffic, helicopter 93 Golf Papa on a right base for 35 for simulated engine failure, Summit.
knows you're heading to Wildwood?
Heading to where?
To Cape May.
East strap. Departing westbound.
To Ridgely, it's 082.
At Bay Bridge.
Okay.
But once we get to Ridgely, it's 8990.
Okay.
At Bay Bridge, helicopter 450, Charlie's got to make the right turn to the north and cross the runway, just outside the marina.
27, Dogwood.
Summit Grumman 9498 Lima, 1 mile to the west, turning base for 35.
Summit traffic, helicopter 93 Golf Papa, departing 35 to remain in right-hand pattern. Summit.
So when should you get to Ridgely?
Summit Grumman 9498 Lima on final for 35.
I did make one mistake. I did not pay attention to exactly what time we took off. I know we got to Camp Moore at 3:56.
That's okay. That's all you need. And you should note that, but so when will we get to Ridgely?
So it would be 4:08ish.
Okay, 4:08ish.
Dogwood, Cyber traffic, RV8 Papa Hotel, turning downwind, left traffic 27 Dogwood. Favors traffic, Cessna 64 Kilo, let's clear the active 29. Favorite.
I'm just going to turn this down so that we don't have to listen to that.
I've looked and looked for like a knee board that would work in this airplane. They're just all too wide.
Well, they do make a lot. They do make 5x7 knee boards or 5x8, and you just have to go find one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't found
I
anything.
mean, I have one from years ago that I keep in my airplane, and I don't like those big wide ones because they're in the way.
Right. Yeah, because I think 6 inches is the narrowest one I found.
Well, 6 shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's not. You may not find any. They're mostly 5x8, so that paper is 5 inches, and it's a little bit wider than that. Now you had us planned at 100 knots, but we're only going 90 inch. I don't think you have enough power on, so I put the power up too. Well, it doesn't hardly get any better than this. Cool. And
Yeah.
this guy's at 500 feet flying down 301.
Might be the crop duster, because I seen him when I was on the way down. It was pretty low.
Yeah, I just don't know. That's a little low to be flying down the road. Somebody get your number. So when are you going to get to Ridgely?
We said 408.
Okay.
I would think we'd see it. Is that it? Yeah, that definitely looks like a runway.
All right, so go ahead and turn towards it. Now, I'm not sure why you're so far left of course. We might want to look at your measurement when we got back. But good eye on seeing it there. That's good. I wouldn't worry about writing it down until after you turn.
Okay.
And what's our next heading?
081.
All right.
Well, should we be going off our true or our true course?
Well, no, it should be your magnetic.
Oh, magnetic. 90 then.
Okay.
And so that's what got me off
A little bit, yeah.
course to here, because I was roughly 8.82 and I should have been 9.1.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably it then. Good. So make your correction there, and then we'll turn and go.
Should be 90. All that 412. And does it matter that I did this in regular time to match this instead of the Zulu?
Yeah,
Okay.
Darren Zimmer. We should see the bay up in front of us here.
That should be the ocean.
That's a bay.
Bay.
That's a Delaware Bay. Ocean's over there. Ocean's on the other side of the bay.
Okay.
See, the bay comes down here, the ocean's out here.
Yeah.
So, now, if you look where the break in the land is there, that's the Atlantic Ocean out there.
So should be at the next one. 420.
Okay. What time at Wildwood?
$37.
Okay.
437.
All right. That sounds about right. Good. You're going to stay on your altitude. And you had a Royal Farm store you were looking for?
Yeah, when we get to the highway.
Yeah.
We can tell the highway's just dead in front of us.
Yeah, oh yeah. So the highway's a good time marker too, if you...
Well, that's the Royal Farms is right at the highway.
Now you're gonna have to show this Royal Farms to me then.
Oh, we're right over top of Route 12.
Oh, okay, is that it? Okay. Does Route 12 go in by the Royal Farms?
Yeah, it's the main road.
Okay.
The Royal Farms and the school is at, you can see the brick building right dead in front of us.
Yep.
Royal Farms is on the right-hand side of that.
Okay. Now, one thing that this heading is not really a heading, it's a track.
Right.
So you really, once you do your measurement, you don't have to do wind correction. But do the wind correction anyway, but apply the uncorrected magnetic.
What did I say, 420? Pretty close.
Yep. What's the matter?
We're going to go 089 now,
Okay.
which, well, 99. If we do the magnetic hit, it'd be
Yeah.
99.
Your magnetic.
I also want to start climbing.
Okay.
Four 423.
Oh, for the water?
No, over 113.
Oh, I see. so that's it. I'm going to see Cape May Point here.
It's hard to believe it's that close. We're at 113, so it's 100 the whole way.
All right, good. You know, I didn't notice on your flight plan, but we should be up at 55 when we cross here.
Okay.
You know, just so it's at 3,000, we don't have to worry about atmospheric altitudes, but at above 3,000, we do. I turned the volume down too. Turn the volume.
Inbound for full stop, runway 24.
Radio check.
Open traffic 7227, Tango right, downwind number 3434, Carol.
Maryland traffic divider.
Turning right, runway 34, Carol.
That's County Warrior 47406, crossing midfield, get
Altimeter 2-9er-8. Cape May County Airport. Automated weather observation 2025. Zulu. Wind 270 at 04. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 22 Celsius. Dew point 13 Celsius. Altimeter 2-9er-8. Cape May County Airport. Automated weather observation 2025. Zulu. Wind 270 at 04. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 22 Celsius. Dew point 13 Celsius. Altimeter 2-9er-8.
Downwind 24, full stop, Ocean City.
So do they not tell us our runway? Okay.
You need to go to, this isn't the Unicom frequency though.
County traffic, Cessna 471, Mike Romeo is turning final for 34.
And Washington Scout 96, check in, press that, and 151.
County traffic, Cessna 2277 Tango.
I'm sorry, you're right, it is. I'm sorry. What am I looking at up here? 1227, yeah, you got it.
Maryland traffic 54947, power up 180, 02 Maryland.
County traffic,
So what runway you think you're gonna land on?
right downwind, 34.
If I had to guess, I would say 28.
All right, yes. There's not much wind, so if they're landing on something else, we can probably do it, but might as well land into the wind.
27, 37, we should be there.
Short final 34.
20. 32 should put us at about 10 miles out.
All right.
2 mile final 34, Cal.
Runway 34, Cal. Over traffic, Cessna 54960. I'm about a 12 mile straight up for runway 16 on the low. Ocean City traffic, Archer 2154 Foxtrot, turning right downwind for 24, full stop at Ocean City.
Outer traffic, 2520, turning right base, 34, full stop. Do not see the inbound traffic, place your position.
Carroll County traffic, Sky 31 Delta Fox, turning right downwind, runway 34, Cal.
Carroll County traffic, Diamond 672 Delta Sierra.
So because they don't tell us what runway, are they not a towered airport?
It's not towered. No, no.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a question. Yes.
Carroll County, Cessna 1 Mike Romeo is turning right crosswind for 34.
Yeah, the towered airport's ATIS, like in Easton, will give you the runway.
Zero is on a 2 mile.
Or whatever runways they're using. There might be more than one.
Outer traffic, experimental. Turning base, 28 Heritage.
Ocean City traffic, Archer 2154 Foxtrot, midfield downwind, 24, full stop, Ocean City.
I don't know what that was about. Somebody keying.
Carroll County, Cessna 4.
I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for a minute.
Wind for 34.
Let it balance a little bit.
Traffic, experimental turning final.
Diamond 672 Delta Sierra is on a 7 mile final straight in, RNAV 34, Carroll County.
Actually, the opposite of what it's been. They put the new tube on that side, and it had been using.
Traffic, Archer 2154 Foxtrot, right base, 24, full stop, Ocean City.
Mile final 34, full stop, Carroll County.
Mitch, I got time to squeeze in.
10 south for runway 29.
Traffic back, Super Victor, on the left side for runway 25.
Well, if I had to guess, the runway's dead in front of us.
7 miles east from RNAV 29. Practice approach.
All right, what runway are you looking at?
Final, RNAV 34.
10.
Fastest blockage.
Which one we want to land on?
28.
Okay.
Traffic, Archer 2154 Foxtrot.
Traffic, Cessna 22, Tango right downwind 3.
So what are you going to do when you get there?
Ocean City, 9 Fox Alpha, we're departing to the west.
I would say move over to the right. That way I'm turning a left base.
Mike Romeo, much appreciated. Diamond 672 Delta.
All right, but which direction is 28?
Carroll County.
28 would be looking right at me.
Turning final, runway 34, number 2.
Or, coming towards me.
And Delta Sierra, we just don't see you yet.
Well, what's that runway doing there?
The one looking right at us?
Yeah.
We're looking at.
That's 10.
Delta Sierra is on.
So we could just do a straight in.
34.
Well, yeah, but, we were going to land 28, so you just have to enter downwind, right?
Yeah.
County Cirrus 2 Charlie Delta, 6,000 now on the 45 entry runway 29, Chester County. Chester County traffic, Archer 8394 Charlie is about a 5 mile.
And you could probably start down now. We don't need to get there.
Carroll traffic, Diamond 67.
And don't forget you need to tell them you're coming.
Mike Romeo for 1 o'clock in the right downwind. We are now on a 3.5 mile final for 34.
When I looked it up on SkyVector, it's called Cape May.
Yeah, you call it Cape May.
Okay, because sometimes you call it Wildwood.
Yeah, it's
Bay County, Commander 703, single call. We're about 21 to the north, inbound for right downwind for runway.
so it's Cape May County Airport, Wildwood, New Jersey.
Right.
You can call it whatever you want. Wildwood, it's like Bay Bridge or Canmore. You can just call it. It's all right.
Clear.
Cape May, Tectum 15 Hotel Victor. 6 miles west for runway 28.
It's good.
5 miles northwest on the Queen City traffic, Roger 465, Foxtrot Alpha.
Traffic 54947, that's crosswind,
Queen City.
Traffic Diamond 672 Delta Sierra on a 1.5 mile final, runway 34, full stop, Carroll County.
It's the trouble with these frequencies. They're all.
Romeo is turning final 34.
640, 5 miles to the south and down 21, Hamilton.
Hi, Hanover. Chester County, Cirrus 2, Charlie Delta, 3 out, 45 entry, runway 29, Chester County. I believe we're number 3.
Carroll County traffic, Cessna 2277 Tango, turn in right base 34, about 3.5 miles.
Traffic 54947, left downwind, CR2.
Sugar, the Archer's in sight.
Carroll traffic, 1 Mike Romeo. We are going to be full stop on 34. Just FYI, aircraft line.
Turning left, Carroll County traffic, Sky 381 Delta. Turning right, Light Sport 10. Full stop, Carroll County.
And Carroll County traffic, Cessna 2277 Tango, turn in final 34, number 2, will be a touch and go, Carroll County.
So you ever come over here to Wildwood?
All the time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But we're the dummies. We drive all the way up there to drive all the way down here.
Delta Punch, turning right in the downwind, runway 34, Carroll.
Traffic,
Yeah, we like these beaches a lot better than like Ocean City.
extend a bit and wait for you to kind of.
Hey, Upwind Warrior, Chester County, are you headed to the west?
I like all the old houses in Wildwood. I think that's really neat.
Are you headed to the west? We're headed to the southwest. We're just behind you.
So, up there is the Coast Guard station. It's where they train their recruits, and my son went through training there. I don't know, 25 years ago, 30 years ago.
Traffic 54947, turning
We're number
2.
Boy, what a garble for frequency, huh?
Yeah.
1 mile final 29, Chester County.
Chester County, Cirrus 2, Charlie Delta, space 29, traffic in sight. We're number 2.
There's a decent restaurant here, too.
There's lots of them.
But I mean, at the airport.
Oh, okay.
394 Charlie on the roll.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
I can't remember either, but it's not bad.
We stay at a campground that's like right backed up to the airport.
Oh.
Beachcomber. And we went to had like an open house, and they got that museum there and all that.
2 Charlie Delta, 1.5 miles final, 29 Chester County, and this will be a full stop. Number 2.
Because there's the ferry right there.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's you can see the little black dot in the water over there. That's supposed to be some kind of, like a naval ship that's up there. It's all cement.
To the north, we're going to be inbound for the left downwind for runway 28. Cape May.
And Chester County 2 Charlie Delta, Cirrus, we're going to be...
Hear that? Somebody's coming in for runway 28.
We're showing about 2.5 miles off to the east, inbound for landing, Ocean County.
So what's your
480, simulated engine.
what's your pattern altitude?
Hamilton.
1,000.
Okay, it's close enough, I guess.
Practice ILS 29, low approach, 6 mile final. Ocean County traffic, helicopters on a 1 mile final, 24 Ocean County. I have the taxiing aircraft.
Chester County, it's Cirrus 2 Charlie Delta. We're past the departure end of 29 Chester County. We'll be number 2 at least behind the traffic that's the high wing traffic that's departing.
Chester County traffic, Warrior 993. Space 29er, Chester County.
Hey, traffic, 114 left crosswind runway 29 Chester County.
Chester County, okay.
Chester County, Cirrus 2 Charlie Delta. We're on the crosswind following the high wing ahead of us on crosswind, traffic in sight.
Hill Country, November 21803, off the side, 3 miles from the southwest, going to cross the field at 2,500, and 340.
I wonder if this is the other guy coming down there now.
Chester County, 3 mile final out to the Warrior.
Cape May, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, downwind for runway 28, Cape May.
County traffic, Arc 394 Charlie on the downwind is going to extend for the aircraft on final 429.
And aircraft in the left downwind, search runway 28 at Cape May. We're Commander, 703 Tango Golf, we're just going to sequence ourselves behind you into the left downwind, Cape May.
Techno 15 Hotel Victor, roger.
Good.
Hamilton traffic, experimental is entering a left crosswind for 21 at Hamilton.
Bound 270 at feet.
Number 2. Hamilton Cessna 480, 2,000 feet, simulated engine out over 21, Hamilton.
Chester County traffic, Cessna 114 is left downwind 29, Chester County.
You could just pull your nose up if you want to slow down.
I was pulling, but it ain't.
Oh, okay.
It really wasn't slowing down as fast as I wanted to.
Yeah. That's okay.
Cape May, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, turning base for runway 28, Cape May.
Hamilton Cessna 480, left downwind, simulated engine out 21, Hamilton.
No problem.
Chester County traffic, War 406, left downwind, runway 29, Chester County traffic.
Hamilton Cessna 480, simulated engine out, base to final 21, Hamilton.
We're 47406, left midfield downwind for 29ers. We got both the planes ahead of us inside. Looks like we're number 4, 29ers, Chester County.
Cape May, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, on final for runway 28, Cape May.
Yeah, you're not the first one, nor will you be the last. Nor will it be the last time you do that. So don't worry about it. But it's good to correct your call, just so anybody that heard you now knows you're on final.
Right.
It's not such a big deal today. There's only that one guy on downwind.
Traffic, Coast Guard helicopter 5 miles to the north, southbound along the shoreline, 1,000 feet, Ocean City.
So we'll just land and turn off at the first deck intersection and we can taxi back. Oh. You were a little bit of a drift, you're a little left of center line, but other than that was good. Good. Did a real good job coming in here. You were good spatial orientation, and figured out what you wanted to do and where you were and what you wanted to do. So good. Good job. Let's turn off up here. That guy's going to get ready to land. He's in a Commander too, so that's one of those twin engines. You know, like parked out on the ramp there, that red and white. They went off here. Got all our lights on.
Cape May County Commander 703 Tango Golf, turning left base runway 28, Cape May.
Oh, well, we got plenty of time for him.
Cape May, Tecton 15 Hotel Victor, clear of runway 28, Cape May.
All right.
Keep going.
Well, you can do your checklist and then.
And Cape May County, 703 Tango Golf, turning final, runway 28, Cape May.
Should be.
Okay, you relax. I'll taxi. Good, you did. You did a good job, Steve. Good.
Yeah, here comes the hard part.
What's that?
I had a harder time last time with the files and all.
All right, so what is that over there?
Cape May, 703 Tango Golf, short final, runway 28, Cape May.
Big number 3.
Yeah, I just wonder what kind of airplane it is. It looks a little like a TBN, but I haven't seen one with a closed rear cockpit. Like.
Cape May traffic, Skyhawk 20 Pop is overflying at 3,000 feet, spiral descent down to the left downwind 28. Cape May.
So, spiral descent, when he just came over the water too, and they just spiraling down, which you can do too, there's nothing matter with it. Oh, you know, he said he was a commander. I thought he was a Rockwell commander. This is the one-engine commander. They're pretty nice airplanes. And the restaurant's right in here.
Yeah.
All right, looks good both ways here, I think. Cape May, Tectum 15 Hotel Victor, we're crossing runway 119 at taxiway Alpha. I'm just giving you a break, that's all.
Cape May County, Commander 703 Tango Golf, clear of runway 28, Cape May.
And Cape May, yeah, Tectum 15 Hotel Victor is clear of 119 Cape May.
Say again?
The Tectum is clear of runway 119 at Cape May.
Commander, if you need parking anywhere to your left.
All right, anywhere to our left, thank you very much. 703 Tango Golf.
All right, you got the airplane. Let's go ahead and set us up just to go, well, let's circle over and then we'll set up and go over direct. Good, we're going to take off and circle a little bit to climb up.
Ray say we're getting about. Cape May, Tectum 15 Hotel Victor, taking off runway 28, Cape May.
Okay, May traffic, Scott 20 Pop is 1600, maneuver for the left down for 28, departing traffic in sight. Cape May.
It's right over the field.
Hopefully that bird moves.
There we go.
Gateway traffic, Scott 2 drop left downwind, 28, Kevin.
And Cape May, 49 Victor's over the middle of Wildwood. Just crossing the beach out at 2000. Line number long final, 28.
So you want to turn a left crosswind?
Well, I tell you what, I just climb straight out. We'll get out over the water, and then we'll just do a wide circle. One wide circle's good. Just keep it at 68. We'll climb up as high as we can and then start over.
Where you headed, Fred?
This is very subjective, you know, it's just to get a little bit of altitude. There's no real procedure. Probably better not to turn in the pattern, you know. But I would climb at 68. We'll get up high and faster that way. Just make an easy, either left or right turn. We're out of the pattern now, so we can do whatever you want. So you guys drive up into Delaware, New Jersey, and come over that way? Yep. Rather than doing the ferry?
We do the ferry sometimes, but most of our trips are last minute, so the ferry's usually booked. Because we actually, like if she wants to go to the water, we'll go to the, it's called Higby Beach. It's just on the other side of the ferry right there at that point.
Now, can you get your trailer on your RV on the ferry?
The little one, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so just continue to turn around.
Northeast, we'll be entering a 45 for downwind for...
And we could just climb to like 4,500. That'll be correct for the direction of flight.
All day at Sussex.
Coatesville traffic, Gulfstream 455FX is 15 miles from the south, heading direct to FCO to pick up the RNAV direct into runway 29, Coatesville.
Gateway traffic.
That guy doesn't have any idea. Nobody knows where the RNAV 29 Coatesville is.
The only Coatesville I know is Pennsylvania.
That's probably it. But what happens is people call, this is a VFR frequency. People call these IFR procedures out and fixes. None of the VFR people know where the hell they are. Even the IFR people don't. So that's why you try to call yourself 10 miles west of the airport, not on the RNAV so-and-so at some fix that nobody knows where it is. You can start back now. We're high enough now to where we're, you know, even if we're not quite at 4,500, we'll be climbing up there.
See the small little pond right there?
Yeah.
That's the RV park we go to.
Oh, I see. You're right there, yeah.
They have cabins and all that stuff you can rent too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
when you're going somewhere, sometimes you want to climb faster. But when we're doing this, well, we're just trying to get altitude. If you climb faster, it just takes you longer to get altitude, so you might as well climb at 68. All right, so I got it for a minute. Go ahead and put your goggles or your foggles on there. Oh, you didn't have it trimmed. Just holding that back like that.
I didn't think I was holding it that much.
Oh, that looking good or what?
Kind of makes, I can't even read that, so.
Nuts. That work better?
I can read all that, but it's just pretty bright up there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what I just forgot the damn things. All right, you got it?
You notice how it falls over that way?
Let's see, let go.
It feels like we're going that way?
Well, the ball's a little out of whack, so if you press the center of the ball, now it does it. See, it's a little out of balance on the ball is what's happening. Yeah, a lot of that will happen because we're climbing and you got the prop torque. So if you counteract the prop torque with the rudder, it'll throw it a little bit over like that. Okay, you got it. All right, so let's just intercept and we'll head back to where we're going. So what's your course now?
282.
Right. So let's get back on the pink line there and we'll... Oop, where you going?
I was getting ready to say. I was going that way and...
Well, you might have been thinking that way, but you were going that way. Now, when you're on instruments, no more than about 20 or 25 degrees of bank, okay? Okay, what's the matter now? What are we doing?
I'm going.
No, you're turning left now. You want to turn right. All right, we're at 4,500 feet, so go ahead and level yourself off and just, you can run probably about 5,000 RPM is good enough. And then let's go ahead and get sped up. Now the desired track, what we want is 282. Okay, so the first thing to do is just turn to 282. There we go, just level it out. Keep your wings level, and we're just going to go 282. Now the airplane's trying to climb a little bit because we're speeding up, so just ease it over and trim. Got to keep your wings level. Your wings are not level. There we go. Now we're at 275. It's okay. You can maybe take a little bit of a turn and go back to 282. So right now we're just paralleling the course. Now, whenever you're a little confused or anything when you're in instrument flight, you just put wings level, put that dot on the horizon and level the wings. Okay, you can always figure out what the hell's going on, but do it straight level. Because you were kind of flailing around there.
Yeah.
So just, if you're confused or disoriented or you got vertigo, put those wings level and put that dot right on that horizon. And just get your shit in the sack before you start maneuvering around. Like those guys on Air France 470, they're the ones that stalled in the Atlantic there, that A330. They crashed. If they'd have put their damn nose on the horizon and set the power, they were having a lot of instrument malfunctions. And if they'd have just put their nose on the horizon and kept it level, they would have survived. All right, good. Now you can see we're left of course here. So we want to turn right. All you need is about 10 or 15 degrees to intercept. So So maybe turn to, 290, 295, maybe something like that. So there's 295. And now what's going to happen, we're going to gradually intercept that course, and when we intercept it, we'll get back on the track heading. All right, very good. You get your scan down. Oh, no, that's the state line. I see. Okay. There we go. Now you want to be at 4,500 feet, so you're losing altitude, so ease your nose up a little bit. There you go, ease your nose up. So I'd give it a little bit more power. We can run about 5,200 or so. And just now, just to be picky, we're a little bit off course. So if you just kept it maybe at 290 or so, that would get us back right on course and then turn back to 282. There you go. Now, what I'd like you to do now, while you're doing this, is we're going to get flight following back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up with Dover approach, and we'll just let you do a little flight following. And all you're going to do is just listen to him and say, I'll,
6 Charlie Whiskey Dover approach to Dover altimeter 29906. Ident, say inception.
29906, 76 Charlie Whiskey, Cessna 310, 2,000 feet, about 11 miles northwest of Smyrna VOR. Looking for advisories down to Whiskey 41, Chrisfield, Maryland.
So we heard that guy. When we talk to them, when we talk to ATC, we say who we are, where we are, what we want.
76 Whiskey radar correction, November 76 Charlie Whiskey radar contact 10 miles northwest of Smyrna, squawk 5346.
5346, Charlie Whiskey, and I'll just stay here at 2000.
National Cargo 806 Heavy, turn right heading 010 vector to ILS final approach course.
Right, 010, National Cargo 806 Heavy.
Okay, so what I want you to do is come up on the radio and just say Dover approach, Delta 15 Hotel Victor. We're about, let's see, where are we? We're about 10 to the southeast of Dover. Request flight following to Whiskey 29.
Contact with text and approach 127.95.
Give that. Get yourself set up straight and level first.
Number 436 Foxtrot Dover approach.
Sorry, Dover, go ahead, 65.
Number 436 Foxtrot, contact with text and approach 127.95.
2795 for 65, we'll see you.
Lots of bank angle for a little bit of turn. Don't use a little bit of bank angle, okay? Otherwise you overshoot it, so you overshot that. So that's plenty of bank angle. Let's play.
Clear hogs.
There you go. Now just level it out.
Thank you.
National Cargo 806 Heavy, descend and maintain.
I think I have to put a lot of pressure to pull it that way.
I don't know. It's the airplane may be a little out of rig, but.
The Dover approach, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, 6 miles southeast for flight following.
To Whiskey 29.
To Whiskey 20.
Cessna 63524 Dover approach to Dover altimeter 29906. Ident, stay in touch.
Yes, 524, I'd like to pick up VFR flight following, just departed Delaware Coastal, headed back to November 57.
Number 63524 radar contact 2 miles northwest Delaware Coastal Airport, say aircraft type.
Cessna 150.
Dover approach, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, 6 miles southeast for flight following to Whiskey 29.
Number 524, squawk 3662.
3662 for 524.
Last calling Dover approach, say again.
That's us.
Techno 15 Hotel Victor, roger.
Delta 15 Hotel Victor is requesting, we're about 5 miles southeast, requesting flight following to Whiskey 29.
Is everything real staticky?
Number 15 Hotel Whiskey Ident.
Hit an ident there, just get ident.
Hotel Victor, say aircraft.
Just hit ident there.
Altitude to maintain.
There we go, so there's identing on the transponder now. It's a little scratchy, I will agree.
Good afternoon, November 63 is with you leveling off at 8.
63 Juliet Papa Dover approach to the 29906.
29906, 3 Juliet Pop.
Overfoot, Vulcan 93 Delta Sierra, remember flight might cancel.
Vulcan 983 Delta Sierra, roger, radar service terminated, squawk DFAR, change your advisory frequency approved.
Squawk DFAR, frequency approved, Vulcan 93 Delta Sierra.
Number 15 Hotel Victor, ident, say aircraft type.
Ident, and just say it's November 15 Hotel Victor.
It's November 15 Hotel Victor.
Number 15 Hotel Victor, from sir, we have you loud and clear. Say your aircraft type and altitude to maintain.
Aircraft type is an Echo. 15 Hotel Victor, our aircraft type is Echo. I know that sounds strange, but that's the official type.
5 Hotel Victor, radar contact 9 miles south of Dover.
15 Hotel Victor, roger.
Number 15 Hotel Victor, squawk 4623.
4623.
Cargo 806 heavy.
Just squawk at 4623.
Left 270, National Cargo 806.
There you go.
63 Juliet, Papa, descend and maintain 4,000. 4,000, 63 Juliet, Papa.
Just like to let you do this to kind of see how
The weather at the Cape May County Airport, expect the visual. We do have the weather, landing runway 28.
gives us something to do for 25 minutes. But it's good experience.
Yeah.
Because see, now they're watching you on the radar. If something happens, you can call them.
Number 524, traffic 12 o'clock 5.
They'll give you traffic advisories, you know, so it's a pretty good deal.
524 is looking for the traffic, thanks.
Number 5 Alpha Sierra, traffic 12 o'clock 5 miles opposite direction, Twin Cessna 2900.
Okay, 5 Alpha Sierra is looking. We're going to drop down to 2,000.
Number 5 Alpha Sierra, roger. National Cargo 806 heavy, 5 miles from the final approach fix, turn left heading 1905, maintain 2000 until it stops on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 19 approach.
Left 195, 2000, cleared the RLS 19, National Cargo 806, heavy.
5 Alpha Sierra has the traffic in sight.
Number 5 Alpha Sierra, roger. Number 524, traffic has in sight.
Yeah, 524 is still looking, thanks.
All right, good. You're getting on the hang of this now. Like I said, if you're just a few degrees to turn, 10 or 15 degrees, just put in a little bit of bank. You put in a big bank, you'll shoot right through it and back over. You know, so you end up
Number 426,
doing this.
Dover approach the Dover altimeter 29906.
906, 4675 traffic.
Oh, Dover, worldwide 8211.7, setting 8,000.
Worldwide 82, Dover approach the Dover altimeter 29906. Verify you have the weather at Millville Airport, expect visual approach.
We do have the weather at Millville, and worldwide 82.
Worldwide 82, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, worldwide 82.
5 Alpha Sierra has Georgetown in sight.
Number 5 Alpha Sierra, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, change to advisory, frequency approved, good day.
Good day, thank you.
Kona 299er, contact Atlantic City approach 124.6, good day.
Atlantic City 124.6, good day. 63 Juliet Papa, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles southwestbound, Kyle 3,500.
Insight, 63 Juliet Papa.
So you hear what he just did? He gave that guy traffic.
Northeastbound, a Vision Jet.
So, you know, you get it on here, but, you know, over here, ADSB isn't required.
6 Foxtrot.
So, you know, this is, it's not bad to do that.
Right, so yeah, we got the Falcon.
63 Juliet Papa, contact Atlantic City approach 124.6.
Now, one thing about flight following, though, is that if they're busy, and they're pretty busy right now, sometimes they'll just tell you to go fish. You know, you're not going to do it. They'll just tell you unable.
806 Heavy, Dover.
Yes, National Cargo 806 heavy, Dairy inbound.
National Cargo 806, contact tower 126.35, wheels should be down.
Over to tower, National Cargo 806 heavy.
Worldwide 82, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, worldwide 82. 76 Charlie, Whiskey, disregard. No, 426 Foxtrot Alpha, say your destination, how far southwest you'll be going.
We're just looking to follow the shoreline down here until we get to Wilmington.
Number 426 Foxtrot Alpha, roger.
There's your Royal Farms over there.
And approach 475 shop, but I just wanted to,
Don't tell the examiner you know every road at all.
Number 6 Foxtrot Alpha, affirmative.
Tell them you can do pilotage without a map.
over approach, Piper 42960 with you at 6,000.
Piper 42960.
To be fair though, like anytime I go somewhere, I Google Map it, so I know where I'm going.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Number 960, roger.
Alright, so I'd like you to turn left to 250 now. You're clear.
Worldwide 82, contact Atlantic City approach 124.6.
24.6 for Atlantic City.
That's a good rate of turn. You're only turning 30 degrees of bank. And then just sit on 250 for a minute. See, when you make that low rate of radar, it's real easy to turn. And you know, it only takes you, 10 seconds to get over there, so there's no reason to make a big turn.
Right.
Also, you may have vertigo.
Contact protection approach 121.0. Good day.
You know, you might get vertigo or something like that, so just keep yourself wings level. The idea is to survive. If after you get your private pilot, you want to get an instrument ready, we can do that and sit here for a long time. But really learn how to fly and fly in the system. But what we're trying to do right now is just get you to where you can.
Number 960, expect the visual approach.
960, roger. We'll expect the visual for Delaware Coastal.
All right, let's go ahead and back and we'll intercept our course again and fly our course again.
Hotel 15, Hotel Victor, reset transponder, squawk 4663.
Was it
4663, Kelly, roger.
Signal 15, Hotel Victor, roger.
4663. I don't know why they changed it.
Dover approach, November 243 Golf at 7,000.
Number 243 Golf, Dover approach, the Dover altimeter 29906.
29906, November 243 Golf.
What's that mean?
Okay. There's a requirement. Remember that DCSFRA test you took? You have to take that if you're within 60 miles.
Potomac approach 124.55 today.
Sorry, was that for 15 Hotel Victor?
Number 5 Hotel Victor, affirmative.
Okay, say again the frequency, I'm sorry.
Number 5 Hotel Victor, Potomac approach on 124.55, 2455.
Roger.
15 Hotel Victor, roger.
Okay, 12455 there.
Number 63524, traffic starting.
Now, the way we check in here is we just give them our call sign and altitude. So it'll be Potomac approach,
Potomac approach out.
November 15 Hotel Victor, 5,000 or 4,500.
Eastern, expect a visual approach runway 33.
Roger that. We'll expect a visual to 33, and we were getting weather when you called.
Potomac approach, 15 Hotel Victor, 4500.
November 15 Hotel Victor, Potomac approach, altimeter 29906.
Just repeat that to him also.
15 Hotel Victor, 29996.
Okay, good.
November 0 Tango Whiskey, when able, direct Easton.
Roger that. Direct Easton for Tango Whiskey.
Did I miss somebody's check on? November 0 Tango Whiskey, advise when you get Easton in sight.
Roger that. Tango Whiskey's looking.
I wonder where he is.
Proceed on course to Bay Bridge outside of Class Bravo. Advise when you get it in sight.
Tell him, Roger.
15 Hotel Victor, roger.
Do you hear what he said? He said just advise when you get to Bay Bridge in sight.
Yeah. Gonna be kind of hard with these things.
I know it. Don't worry about it. That's what I just told you to. Yeah, that would be a good wise-ass comment. Just say, does that mean I can take off my foggles? What we're going to do, we're going to get a little bit closer, and then we're going to cancel the flight following, and we'll do a couple of turns. But you're doing real well now. You got real good control. You're doing a good tracking on. This is part of what you have to do also, is the tracking. This must be a new TFR. They didn't have a TFR up here when I checked earlier. I think that means they're going to have one soon. So I guess Mr. Biden's going to the beach. Or maybe Dr. Biden's going to the beach.
And Potomac Southwest 1330 is with you. Climb via the Conley for 1.4,000.
Southwest 1330, Potomac departure radar contact. Climb via the Conley 4 departure, except maintain 7,000.
Climb via the Conley 4, except maintain 7,000 Southwest 1330.
And Potomac TBM 940 Tango Whiskey's got Easton in sight.
TBM 0 Tango Whiskey, clear visual approach runway 33. Contact Easton Tower 118.52. Good day.
Roger that. 1852 and cleared the approach for Tango Whiskey. Thanks.
That TBM is what you need.
Sam 145.
The turboprop, 6-seat turboprop.
Sam 145 Potomac departure, higher.
Goes about 300 knots.
We'll stand by for higher 2996 Sam 145.
Get down to Cape May in just an instant there.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
The only trouble is it'd be really hard to fly off of your buddy's field at Myers there, though. Miles.
I had a customer. He, I think he flies out of Trenton.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for him because I got to pick him up at Ridgely. So I'm like, "Are you coming?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're getting ready to leave." I'm like, "Well, look, you got to let me know when you're close."
4,000 and contact Washington Center.
Well,
134.
in about 20 minutes, or I think even less, he was at Ridgely. I hadn't even left the house yet.
Sam 145, just want to confirm the frequency 134.5.
Yeah, it's another world when you get a $5 or $6 million airplane. Yeah. All right.
Company approach, good evening, 1 Lima Tango with you, 7,000 level with Echo at Easton.
November 1 Lima Tango, Potomac approach, altimeter 29996.
96.
Potomac, Texas 15 Hotel Victor. We have Bay Bridge in the site. We're going to go ahead and cancel the flight following.
I'm sorry, who was that?
November 15 Hotel Victor.
Okay, stand by. Southwest 1330, climb via the departure, except maintain 10,000.
Climb via the departure, except maintain 10,000, Southwest 1330.
Southwest 1330, traffic coming up on your 3 o'clock and 7 miles.
See how busy he is here.
11,000.
We'll be looking Southwest 1330, a lot of swell on the bridge.
Alright, what's the call sign looking for flight following?
November 15 Hotel Victor, we're going to stop flight following, cancel flight following at this time.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're canceling flight following. Roger, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good day.
Good day. Alright, so we can just hit VFR to squawk VFR. We can go to our frequency. But we don't worry about that right now. What I want you to do now is I'd like you to start about a 500 foot a minute rate of descent. So just pull the power back a little bit and let it start down. That's probably good. Just keep it about 500 feet, stay on course. So what we're simulating here is you popped into a cloud, so you're going to just go down and keep yourself on course, but going down to get out of the clouds. All right, now what I'd like you to do is make a right 360 and just come right back to the same heading, 280. And just 20 or 25 degrees of bank is good, so maybe that first tick is good.
So at the same altitude or keep
No, just
dropping?
continue descent. Good question, but continue descent. And that's probably enough bank. That's pretty good. So what we're simulating now, you got in the cloud, but you need to turn around. So now we're just turning around and descending. And we'll do a 360 just so we're heading back home still, but normally you do more like a 180 here to get the heck out of there. We used to have the famous saying, let's do a 360 and get the hell out of here, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't help much though. Like I said, this is just about as much bank as you ever want to do in instruments. All right, and just keep heading straight right back in. Very good, nicely done. So like I said, that's the amount of bank you want to use. Don't put any more than that in, otherwise you just end up making it harder for yourself. And like I said, this is an emergency procedure for a private pilot. We're just trying to survive here. All right, so I got the airplane. You can go ahead and take your goggles off. And there's Kent Narrows, and we can just go home. All right, you got it. Get your radio volume back up here.
Blue Streak 5549, descend and maintain 900,000.
Down to 9,000, Blue Streak 5549.
Chesapeake College.
Oh, yeah.
Frills.
What is it?
Frills. You eat canned corn?
No.
I was going to say, well, most likely it comes from there.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, why don't you hit the squelch here and we'll see if we can hear the radio here, hear the weather. Pull it.
2,000, temperature, 2, Celsius, dew point, 1, altimeter, 9er feet. Noise abatement procedures in effect. Enter downwind at 1,200 feet at the water tower 2 miles south of the airport remaining on runway 29. Rotorcraft use night traffic for runway 29. At all other times, all traffic is bus traffic.
No, I didn't hear. Did you hear the wind?
I can't hear nothing but static.
Weather, wind, 160 at 5, visibility 10.
Okay, 160 at 5, so what do you think?
Coming from, so we're going to land into, so we would land on runway 28.
Yeah,
the wind is coming from
160.
16.
All right. So which way does it favor? All right, so one way to do it.
I mean, because it's coming from 16. That means we want to land into the wind, so we would take 28.
No,
but
land on 11.
Yeah.
Land 11, right? Or 10. No,
yeah.
I'm sorry,
11.
11. Right, because it's 50 degrees off of 11.
But wouldn't that mean we're landing with the wind?
No, the wind is coming from 160. Right? So it's coming from roughly 160. So that's coming from the, okay, so 160 is this way, right?
Right.
So it's blowing this way, so 11 is this way.
Okay. That's what had me confused. The taking off runway 29 is actually 29 on the other side. So we're taking off 29.
We took off 29 to come here, going towards the water.
Yeah.
But the wind is now blowing from the east, so, we want to land 11.
Yeah, so if you looked at the circle, dead north is 0, comes around clockwise, so the 1-1 is back this way, blowing that way.
Oh, 1-6.
Yeah.
There's nothing the matter with a piece of paper and just drawing it on a piece of paper too. That's.
Well, I actually found a little wheel that it has your patterns on it. So if it's a right pattern, you look at one side. If it's a left pattern, you look at the other side.
Now, to tell the truth, there's hardly any wind. If we landed 29, it wouldn't be any big deal, you know. But we might as well land into the wind.
See how it's falling over?
What's that?
The plane. See how everything's level?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just gradually.
Well, some airplanes have aileron trim.
Enter 412, turn left crosswind to runway 33 Stafford.
Compensate that, yeah.
Left downwind, runway 33 full stop Stafford. Traffic, can we get radio check, please?
Hey, Bridge, radio fine.
Thank you.
Bay Bridge, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, 4 miles northeast for runway 11, Bay Bridge.
4 kilo Alpha departing Stafford to the west. Stafford traffic, Sky Venture 412, turn left base, runway 33 full stop Stafford.
Well, the good news is that it's sunny. The bad news is that it's sunny.
Yeah.
Although we'll be landing on 1-1, so we'll have it behind our back then.
Stafford traffic, Sky Venture 41. Bay Bridge, traffic 308 Victor Alpha, crossing 11 at Alpha 2 Bay Bridge.
Hopefully that's a planned fire.
Well, I'm just looking at it. I can't see the source just yet. Wait, we'll get a little bit closer.
Bay Bridge, traffic 308 Victor Alpha, clear of active 11 Bay Bridge.
I tell you what, it looks like it's coming from a house.
Oh boy.
But it doesn't look like a real burning fire. It's almost like a leaf fire or something, but I don't see a fire out there yet.
Baybridge, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, midfield downwind for runway 11, Baybridge. Baybridge, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, turning base for runway 11, Baybridge.
Baybridge, helicopter 450 Charlie, just fired up. We're on the southeast. I'm planning on going to the north. I heard somebody just say 11 as I turned on.
Techno 15 Hotel Victor, we're turning base for runway 11.
Okay, watching for you. We see you out there, base for 11, Charlie. And Baybridge, helicopter 450 Charlie, southwest rep. And we're going to park to the northeast ahead of the guy on base who's inside.
Now let's just see how this works. He's going to cross our flight path and he's going north.
Charlie, low level left turn to the north, the left crosswind departing to the north out of Baybridge.
Alright, so he's on the other side of the runway, so that should be okay.
Baybridge, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, final for runway 11, Baybridge.
Yeah, he's clear. So that's that guy that we went by. There you go. Good.
Oh.
What's happening is when you flare, that prop is pulling your nose left. So a little bit of right. It's not very much. That's why you're touching down in the crab. And it's prop torque.
Right.
But that was good. You did a good job entering and all that. Very good. We'll talk about wind direction and runway direction. No, you got to be able to keep that straight. We'll talk about that later. But good job. I'd say we need to put some gas in this thing. So.
Yeah, because I think the next person would be rather upset.
You just park it by the pumps for me. I don't think anybody's flying it tonight. I was going to check again.
Baybridge, Techno 15 Hotel Victor, clear of runway 11.
Bay Bridge traffic, 308, take your route for departing runway 11 to the east and north Bay Bridge.
All right, well, I think that was a good job. Good flight.
Just seen a...
I did too. I saw that also, and it disappeared. What was that?
It's got to be the sun shining on a plane, I would think.
I guess, but I'm sitting here thinking, am I...
Well, I was getting ready to say something, and I looked up, and I was like, where'd it go?
Well, and I was thinking, well, was that a reflection off that plane that took off?
No.
No, but I didn't think so. I said, and then I thought, am I seeing things? So I'm really glad you saw it too, you know.